All right, people, it's time for another 20 in 16 update. It's been a couple of weeks, a little bit off schedule, but hey, I've had quite a bit going on, but I want to make sure I keep the motivation and inspiration coming. I'm so excited right now. I got the word I want to share with you today is just a word of encouragement that sometimes you got to get out of your comfort zone if you want to keep working towards your goals and staying motivated to keep moving. For most of you that might know me, I am really not much of a big basketball fan, but surprisingly enough, I've actually volunteered to coach my son's little league basketball team. So you check out the shirt. There's your proof. Just to show even more, it's a sport that doesn't come naturally to me. And what I'm realizing is, even as I've grown up, I'll share the example, but sometimes when you're doing things that are comfortable for you or that you're used to doing or that you're going for, sometimes it's easy to lose focus just because there's not a challenge. But sometimes doing things that are outside of your comfort zone, it pushes me a little bit further and gives me something to really work towards and makes me more committed to working towards the goal and it makes it interesting at the same time. So long story short, I started coaching my son's league, and we had the first game today, and I was so proud of those guys. We had a great time. But what's happening in terms of my goals is, I've had challenges with scheduling. I've still been a little inconsistent with my working out. I have pretty much been staying on track with the eating for the most part. Still, those last 3 pounds just remain stubborn. So I'm still looking for ways to make it happen. So working on my scheduling. So what I found out, we practice twice a week. We practice indoor games twice a week. So at least those 2 days, not only just coaching, but actually being involved and having to move around and run and play with the kids, it's actually giving me an opportunity to get some exercise, burn some calories, get moving, stay in motion. So, it's an opportunity there. So that's 2 days a week. I know I'm going to get some physical activity, but today was the first game. Had a great time. And the kids did such a good job, and it's really exciting for me. So it's just more motivation. Again, stay outside. Sometimes you got to go outside of your comfort zone. So that's what I'm doing, going out of my comfort zone. I did play basketball 1 year in middle school. I was not that great at it. I'm not the greatest basketball player, but one of the other coaches has been working with me on drills and showing me some things. And, it's definitely a challenge for me, but I'm up to it. And at least for another month and a half, this will keep me active for a couple of days out of the week. At the same time, if your goal is to be more involved with your family or your kids, this is a great way to go about doing that. So I'm definitely getting to spend that time with my son and have him interacting with other kids and, just that time we get to spend together. So if that's part of your goals, that's another great way to do it beyond your fitness goals. So there it is. There's a suggestion for you. So just to elaborate on it a little bit further, I've noticed with me, and this may be, some of you may be the same as well, but growing up, those things that came, I was one of those kids where if something came naturally to me, I wouldn't work as hard at it. Just for example, in school, in classes, if the work was too easy, my grades would end up being a little bit lower because I wouldn't have to work as hard. So again, my parents actually ended up putting me in more challenging schools, putting me in more advanced classes, things like that. And it made me work harder and stay more focused. So it's the same type of thing that applies here. So again, go outside of your comfort zone. If you're finding yourself a little bit stuck or getting tired of the routine, there it is. Get outside of your comfort zone. Do something different. Do something that doesn't come naturally to you. And it'll definitely keep you moving forward. There it is. God bless. Keep going towards your 20 and 16. I'm excited, as if you can't tell. Look forward to more. See you soon.